Welcome back to the channel, everyone. We are still awaiting an imminent attack by Iran on Israel. And I'm looking here on Drudge, and there are several articles now about this possibility. When I made that video a few days ago about this situation with Iran, there was very little in the way of news coverage. But now there are articles everywhere about this. And in fact, the Biden administration is coming out and talking about this. They're moving warships, more warships, into the area around Israel. And I want to play this video of Joe Biden here, which was captured earlier. I want you to listen to what he says here in response to a reporter.
On Israel is from Iran, Mr. President?
My expectation sooner than later.
Mr. President, to Iran in this moment.
Don't.
Are American personnel assets at risk, Mr. President?
So the reporter wants to know what he has to say to Iran about this possible imminent attack. And his answer is something that he and others in the administration, including this press secretary, have said multiple times, and that is don't do it, don't do it. Well, I'm not the first to say this, but that is not much of a deterrence. If you want to deter a nation like Iran, you have to come across with strength. You have to come across in a way that makes it undeniable that you will take action that will significantly harm their national interests if they were to do something, if they were to retaliate, if they were to strike. But the policy of the Biden administration has literally just been to say, don't do it. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Well, why shouldn't they do it? Has it worked so far, President Biden? Has it kept the Houthis from targeting ships in the Red Sea? No, it hasn't. It hasn't worked at all. This strategy of don't do it is completely ridiculous. I don't know of any other American president who's ever had a strategy, a foreign policy strategy of just don't do it. It sounds kind of like Nancy Reagan in the 80s with talking about drugs. Don't do it, right? Don't do drugs. Just say no to drugs. It's like he's telling Iran, we're just going to say no. We're just going to say no. Don't do it. Yeah, so that's not very strong. And my fear is that they're going to completely discount anything from the West, because the last thing that Biden wants to do is get involved in a war with Iran. Yes, we've done some strikes, but they've been very limited. And they've been in response to what Iran has done through its proxies. So, folks, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm going to be honest with you. Us moving warships over there doesn't really mean anything if there's not a policy behind it. And I'm not worried about what we'll do. I'm worried about what Israel will have to do to respond to whatever the attack is, because that's how things escalate. And escalation is the natural progression of attack and response, because every response has to be a little bit greater than the attack to try to stop the next attack. But what happens is it causes the attack that comes after that to be even greater. So it escalates. I think it's pretty easy to see how that can happen. And in a situation like this, escalation is very bad, especially if Iran attacks on Israel's soil, because I guarantee you Israel is going to attack on Iranian soil next. And that is the moment we should all fear. And so I have a feeling, I don't have any way of knowing this for sure, but I have a feeling this is going to happen tomorrow. It's going to happen either late tonight, or into tomorrow, because it seems to me that they want to strike Israel at a moment when they might be they might have their guard down a little bit, which is going to happen on the Sabbath, because this is the Sabbath in Israel. So let's see what happens. I hope and pray that it doesn't escalate into World War III, but I fear that it may. All right, that's it for today. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.